Hello everybody and welcome back once again to the Adventures of Wilbur von Valancius here in Rogue Trader. I am having a gay old fun time. We have some plans today. Don't know how well they're gonna go. But we're just gonna be heading back to the Imperium. We did spin the insight to get all the way down here for free. Not for free, but, you know, whatever. We're going to go ahead and warp in. Lord Captor, Ravor on the line. The astropaths are going crazy in their little chamber. They are reporting severe warp disturbances along the intended route. It looks like the maw is completely impassable. I've seen this before, yes, and if you ask me, going in there is not a good idea for us or any other void ship. So you're saying that not only will I break through the maw to the Imperium, but I will cover myself in glory as I conquer the raging warp? Forward. I did not inherit this void ship only to destroy it in a rolling immaterium. Let someone less valuable deal with the maw. I'll see you to it, Lord Captain. Oh. Oh, it put us back. I guess we send it. See to it, the Emperor protects. Oh, shit. By the grace of the Emperor, I've been charged with chronicling the voyage that my blessed commander, Lord Captain Wilbur, intends to undertake through the turbid tract of the warp known as the Maw. The thought of what lies ahead fills our souls with terror, but we all have faith in the light of the Emperor. May his protection be with us now. Message from Owlcat Games. Lord Captain, once we draw your attention to the fact that the warp region of the Maw is more turbulent than usual, the Diviner's vigil portends death for us, and much worse besides. This is not our first decade perceiving the warp, and we have seen terrible storms, but none like this. We beseech you, please have mercy on us. If that be not your will, we stand by ready to serve until the end. Chart a course for the expedition. Report from Navigator's Sanctum. Lord Captain, we have locked into the blessed light of the Astronomicon and are ready to make our first warp jump to the Hermitage. Once in the Void Station's orbit, we will carry out maintenance liturgies and, with luck, exchange information with the other trade ships, void ships there that are using the region as a rendezvous point. The second warp jump will be made to the witch-cursed world, a foul and lifeless planet, at which point we will assess the state of the vessel. A third warp is planned to the Port Wander, where the Protector willing, we will reach the vast expanse of the Imperium and will abide there in safety. Hey, these cool guys. Holy shit. After offering up the requisite prayers, the crew receive a vox addressed from the blessed Lord Captain, in which our commander gave the order, announced that the expedition was abandoned. No, let's do it. Holy shit. That looks intense. We made it to the Hermitage, an outcome made possible solely by the Emperor's mercy. Medicaid test succeeded. The ship has been chewed up by the ravenous immaterium, and madness has taken root across our decks and stalks among us, staring us in the eyes. The vessel is in orbit around the station, thronged by thousands of silent satellites and the jettisoned bodies of the dead. Medicaid test succeeded. I spent the entire jump in the murky depths of the Astropath Acquire Bay, where acolytes of the ship's surgeon walked back and forth in silence. After singing the healing liturgy from beginning to end, they marched among the psychers who had been medicated into unconsciousness. Any psycher who awoke, often with howls of horror, was quickly pacified with a sharp jab and an electrified baton. From an electrified baton. But my attention was wholly captured on Idira Talas. Gripping the shoulders of each astropath in turn and staring into their eyes, she compelled the raving psychers to collapse there in a visceral cry, curling up on the deck with all thought of resistance gone from their mind. How many did she save? How many would have perished without her? Every moment now I hear a voice full of vehement ire. It is the voice of an angel of the Emperor. It is so ferocious, my very blood fears it, fleeing my body through my ears, eyes, and nose. The angel bade me compel a picked chronicle of the horrors recorded by the servo skulls in the ship's bay. May whoever find it know the torments we suffered before death. Incident report. I saw picked recordings made on various decks with my own eyes. With horror and avid curiosity, I relished each bloody detail, drinking in the stream of chaos, incomprehensible senses. Nameless dread blossomed in my soul. I saw bloody massacre in the Engineerium. People armed with tools bashing each other's heads in. I saw a deck full of violently convulsing bodies covered in a layer of mold and sprouting grotesque fungi. I witnessed a crowd of crew members walked toward an open airlock with mindless, exultant smiles on their faces and be caught a moment later on the wave of air and wretched out into the cold embrace of nothingness. With my own eyes, I saw the gunner steadily hitting a large caliber shell with a wrench, and inside a cogitator, I could just make out a bloody remains of an engine seer, impossibly squeezed in among the tangled wires. So much horror, so little hope. Engine seer report. This was a bad idea. Report from engine seer deck. My lord agrees me to report the demise of 27.61% of the blessed machine's spirits entrusted to my care. Reactors 2 and 3 required expedient burials, and the deck's crew held vigil in their memory. The servitors have logged at least 11 breaches in the whole exterior, and at least 3 in the whole interior. With Lord's gracious permission, I will endeavor to save what still can be saved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Station report. Scouting expedition report. I don't know how they've haven't gone crazy yet. Sitting in the middle of this warp storm, there are around 1,000 people there, a few hundred outcasts and anarchists living permanently on the station, and the crew of the trading vessel that barely made it as far as the Hermitage, and won't be departing ever again. It seems they spend whole days sitting under their crystal dome praying, eating ration packs, and watching as reality loses its mind. They say the Emperor will protect them against the coming tempest. Of course they do. He is the only thing they can trust now. For them, there is nothing else to turn. Nowhere else to turn. He offered them passage on our ship. No one said yes. Mad, all of them. When the message came through the Voxnet, I struggled to hear it over the whispering of the angel in my ears. My honorable lord gave the order to... Oh, we can return to Footfall. Nah, we're sending it. Make the warp to the Witch-Cursed world. Persuasion test succeeded. Lore warp succeeded. Yo, we're doing it. The fuck? We are at the Witch-Cursed world. Place where we are doomed to perish. That is what the Emperor's angel told me. His voice almost impossible to bear. It bade me record every drop of sorrow. My chronicle will spread his word through the warp and sow terror in all who come to know our dire voyage. So speaks the angel, and my own thoughts are so muddled that all I can do now is submit and bear witness. Persuasion test succeeded. As soon as the ship exited the warp, thousands of crew members assembled into teams, launched into repairing the major areas of damage, and the will of the fearless Lord Captain drove them, and in that moment, I deeply envied their resolve. Lord Captain's honorable companion, Heinrich von Kallax, personally led the ship's hands to the most serious damaged decks. First, he admonished the cowardly crew members who refused to do their duty, and then he banished the fear from their hearts with a single shot. Verily, the man's mercy is great indeed. Warlord test succeeded. I left the astropathic choir bay and spent this jump in the navigator's sanctum. Though the number of casualties was high there, many managed to survive, including me. Furthermore, when the malevolent tentacles of the warp reached into our souls and the bloody inscription in an unholy language began to appear on the bulkheads, the Emperor granted me the blessing of bearing witness to a miracle. Sister Argenta, entirely undaunted, marched up to the bulkhead and erased the words with a fearless swipe of her hand. She turned to us with a smile and said, "It is only blood. Do not fear the Immaterium, for its nightmares are nothing before the Emperor's light." In that moment, I had faith that all was not yet lost. Today, I believe I was mistaken. The losses and damage are enormous. They say there was a mutiny. The Master Helmsman reports one that the odds of surviving another jump forward are 0. The odds of successful jumping backwards are also 0, but 11. The second 0 is slightly less definitive. Internal systems are failing. Cogitators are experiencing periodic failures. Failure. Which cursed world station report? Engine Seer Alvar's report from Auger Station 12. We must not make planetfall. I know what I saw, and no, we must not set down on that planet. It is not because the wind could tear the hull off the landing shuttle in the blink of an eye, or because the temperature on the surface fluctuates between red-hot plasma and absolute 0. No, it's because the planets do not have faces. But this one did. A vast face of jagged plateaus, eyes of furious tornadoes, and a mouth made from the crater half the continent across. And I saw that face smiling at me. It saw me. It saw all of us. We must not make planetfall. Emperor, have mercy on us. Addendum. Engine Seer Alvir was executed 4 hours after submitting this report for fomenting panic among the crew. Incident report. Holy shit, this is going. The picked chronicle recorded by the eyes of the servo skulls made my heart stutter. In horror, I watched as a crewman who seemed perfectly healthy struggle against the shackles pinning him to an operating table, and a group of doctors whispering excitedly among themselves drew out their steel surgical implements and eagerly began cutting into his flesh. I cried out as I watched engine seers burn holy incense and chanting the prayer to waken the plasma generator machine spirit. A young acolyte, his heart wavering, accidentally disrupted the liturgy, releasing the motive force into the power circuit before it was time, and my poor eyes were blinded by a white light of his explosion. After that, I was silent, for that was the only way I could continue to watch. Technomats in dirty coveralls reverently poured chalices of blood onto the base of the macabre tree, a weapon pointed upwards. It supports outspread like branches, and hanging from them like ripe fruit were the bodies of the bay's officers. After tossing aside his discharged las-gun, a priest brought his fingers to his bleeding ears and then dubbed these crimson words on the bulkhead. Don't listen to him. He's no angel. Who is he talking to? Me? Scarlet roses, their buds bleeding, were growing through the bulkhead, which were covered with patches of rot. Crew members in black uniforms incinerated them with flamethrowers, weeping black tears and roaring with maniacal laughter. Epic. A string of people silently entered the airlock, above which was written Hangar C-11-2, and were lost to the darkness as Deputy Paltrow artifacts. I know the ship's layout well. There has never been a Hangar C-11-2. The unknown has touched our vessel. It has taken root in it. And now we are all in the clutches of the Immaterium. Navigational forecasts. Report from Navigator Sanctum. Lord Captain, the crew of the Navigator Sanctum has virtually lost the light of the Astronomicon. Our only hope is to retrace our steps, both in our thoughts and in our pain. Save us or lead us to our deaths. We will follow you no matter what. Report from the ship's confessor. Master report. The rousing speech from the Lord Captain, which was broadcast over the Vox system, inspired the crew, who promptly broke into teams to repair the primary systems. The volunteers all departed, where later lauded in prayer. Continue. Over the static and the howling of the unholy warp spirits that had infiltrated our Vox system, we heard the voice of the Lord Captain, who ordered us to make the warp jump to Port Wander. Die. Okay. Sorry. I was reading. I was like, the senior officers of the deck from all decks gave a general report to my blessed Lord Captain. According to the assessments of all the ship's services, the chances of a favorable outcome to the jump to Port Wander were 0. On behalf of the entire crew, they declared that serving under our glorious commander had been an honor, and if it was his will, they were ready to forge onward and meet their deaths. Glory to House von Valencius and its valiant servants. We were all prepared to die that very hour, and then the Lord Captor bade us praise the Emperor, for we are going home. Navigator Sanctum report. Lord Captain, a warp jump to the Hermitage cannot be calculated. We cannot detect a shadow within the sacred radiance of the Astronomicon. The warp storm are obstructing everything. We think our only chance is to make a longer jump to Footfall. Our chances of survival are low but non-existent. Emperor preserve us. What? Damn, I should have picked die, apparently. The warp jump is complete. We are still ourselves, and we are alive, although only 1/10 of those who set out on this expedition remain, but we have seen everything, and now nothing can dent the crew's spirit. I cannot say the same for my own. The left side was engulfed in terrible fire, threatening to undermine the main Calibre arsenal chambers. Coercion test succeeded. Holding tighter to their faith, the crew members responded as one to the harsh voice of illustrious Lord Captain and rushed to save what remained of the vessel. The angel no longer speaks to me, and the strange emptiness has settled within my soul. Carrying this deficiency inside me is unbearable. Here ends my chronicle, and my duty has been fulfilled. I will append a report about the sorry state of the ship after I go to the engine seer to request voluntary servitorization. The Emperor protects. Shipper status report. Holy shit. Warp is a sly and insidious beast, Lord Captain. We are ready to acknowledge that now. It was pleased that we admitted our defeat. That is why it let us come back, and we believe there can be only one reason for that. An even worse fate awaits us here. Master Seward's report. Crew lost 87% due to the death of the acting transmechanic on the engine seer deck. I am reporting that the damage to the ship is widespread and all-encompassing. We are running diagnostics now. Thanks to the ship's confessor reading extracts from the code of punishment over the Vox system, the emergency repairs were completed much sooner than the ship's critical node saves. Report on crew morale. Deck 1, Senior Officer Fount. We are voidsmen, sir. We know we will die long before we ever get the chance to soil ourselves in our sick bed. We know our trade. We conquer the void, discover the scars, ship freights, and plunder forgotten planets, and we die. We die in ways so horrible that most people can't even imagine such a death. Well, we've gone to a place others fear to even think about. And we've come back from there along with our Lord Captain. Next time the warp tries to play its games, we will tell it. What else do you have to throw at us? Report on Reactorum incident? Helmsman report. I'd be willing to swear that Generator 6 power circuit unit was switched off when we began the warp jump. There were cracks in the casing. The enclosure was damaged. We would never start up that piece of junk. It would have blown in seconds. And I have no idea how it switched itself on. No one from the crew touched it, and the last generator failed. The energy supply should have been cut off, but number 6 continued to run. It dragged us along for 18 minutes, even though it should have exploded after 18 milliseconds. I don't know what happened. The Emperor protects. Okay. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna go ahead and save my game, and then I'm gonna go back and pick the die option. And I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording and do just that. I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. So I reloaded my save. I'm gonna continue on the other save just because I don't know what's gonna happen here. But let's go ahead and die. We tried to reach the Imperium. Huddle next to the Voxcaster, I, First Deputy, Cardo, Artifacts, Civilian Primax, scream into it, hoping that my voice will be heard by some miracle breakthrough to the turbulent abyss of the Immaterium into the real world. The Voxmaster is dead, virtually everyone is dead, and I, disregarding the sacred Vox system protocol, scream my dispatch over and over again. All Imperial vessels, help, we are dying, we die. Here ends the chronicle, which was discovered in the ruins of a ship expelled from the warp. Your journey is over. Okay. Well, it really just was die, you know? Damn. Okay, well, we wasted a lot of stuff there. We are going to make it unsafe. We are going to travel all the way back to Footfall here. So let's go ahead and go back to Footfall. Interesting. Go back to Footfall here. We are going to go to the docks. Void Dock. We're going to take these guys with us. We got to talk to Opticon 22. Well, at least there was an achievement for trying to kill ourselves, essentially. Thought it'd be a fun episode, but never mind. It was quite depressing. But hey, what in this game isn't? Am I right, fellas? Let's go ahead and see here. It should be right here. Weakness. And you're gay for that. All right. Guess he had nothing for us. So now we're just going to go ahead and discover Footfall once again. We're going to go to the atrium. Or the... Yeah, atrium. Take a look around. See what I missed here. We're going to take a look at the map as soon as we load in. We're just going to take a look around. Maybe enough time has passed that they've changed. Who knows? Probably not. Mechanically, to be real. Carnival Barker.
A new challenge for me?
Okay. Imperium lore, 100%.
I rise to the occasion.
Okay. So there was stuff that I missed. So we can talk to this guy at least. He's up here.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step.
The Emperor protects.
Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Maybe I shouldn't have come back. But I didn't realize this was going to be a thing. Heronia Mus Doloruso. Unblinking eyes fix on Yurlet. I know not why his voice, vested to protect the Imperium's borders from the instruments... intrusions of the enemies of humanity. Intrusions? I'm an idiot. Would see fit to keep an ungodly Xenos in their retinue, but I say to you, repent, young Von Valentius, and pray to the God Emperor for forgiveness. For your soul has forevermore been stained with the taint of an outsider. There can be no virtue in that which is contrary to his divine will. Crazy that this man has dialogue for Yurlet being in the party. Yurlet is busy studying the local architecture. It would seem that she finds Footfall's bustle far more interesting than this dude's words. Your request has been fulfilled. The cultist den in the shadow quarters has been cleared out. I can't believe I didn't turn this in. That should give us a level up, I believe. And we got 200 faction points. Grim smile brightens his features, and he makes a sign of the Aquila. I hope that their suffering was commensurate with their deeds. I like to look at what the followers of Saint have to offer me. Okay, it's fine. Can we move our conversation to a place more befitting of people of our rank? Why? For a missionary, his temple is the patch of deck beneath his feet. From where I stand, I can clearly see the life of my flock. It's bustling, blooming, and wilting. Here I can see the vile urges, futile hopes, and flashes of sincerity. If I were in the habit of locking myself in a temple, I would have made it in no time to intervene to the massacre of your subjects from Kiva Gamma. No, truth resides not in golden halls, but here in the square among the people. Golden halls are home to other far filthier things. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and we're thugs.
To the stars.
Uh-oh. Carnivore Barker is back. Indeed, friend. What the hell is going on? Okay. Holy shit, he took a lot of bullets.
It's about time.
It's about time. Dreadful Xenos. Dreadful Xenos. What are you barking at? Where are you, Gledo? What do you be barking at, brother? There's goods here that I missed. Okay. I think I did indeed make this jump.
Just as he ordained.
I did it before is what I'm saying. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go back here.
Stands in my way.
Seems like there might be nothing else here. Sucks that this guy got just murked. I don't know why. Looks like everything's good. Gucci Gucci. Everything over here, cool over here. Art of Footfall is a colossal statue of the Imperium carved into a single asteroid. I think I knew that. Anyway, there's goods here. Note from the Lantern Cache. Oh, look at that! You're on the right path, Seeker. Remember this the place. Small quay, large windows. What the fuck does that mean? Over cache by the windows in the... Oh, okay. Yo, we're actually making progress. Insane, I didn't think so. I didn't think we were going to actually make progress. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have... I wanted to... we're going to go back to the Void Dock. We're going to be looking for large windows. Large windows. Interesting. So... I'm debating whether I want to level up now or not. What level are we? 33. Yeah, and we got two things here. We can do toughness here. We can do... Oh, shit. Aldari weapon proficiency. Shit. Do we just take fellowship? I can't believe we haven't taken this, actually. Why have we not taken that? That's crazy. Abelard. We got one thing here. Formidable distraction, radiant beacon, blah, 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 blah. No heresy. Again, Xenos and demonic creatures, their allies get half the bonus. However, Imperial World characters, Xenolore and Warp Lore are always 0. That's crazy. Ready to serve. When the Imperial World character is afflicted by an ally's non-damaging ability, it affects an ally with such an ability, or affects an ally with such an ability, the resolve is increased by 1 for 1 round. Fleet combat training. When a Navy officer scores a critical hit or successfully parries an attack with their primary melee weapon, they immediately make an attack, whichever costs the least AP, with their secondary weapon against the same enemy. What? Interesting. Just a free attack when I'm parry? Cool. Against all odds. Equal to number of enemies is cool, because that would have been crazy to have at the beginning. I think that's actually good. 12% more damage, 50% less. Yeah. 7 more stacks of tactical advantage. Master Tactician allies gain momentum. They gain +1 more. Oh, whenever an ally grants the Master Tactician stacks of tactical advantage, they also get heals. Oh, never mind. I don't have anything that does that. Every critical hit scored by the Master Tactician grants momentum equal to resolve divided by 2, works up to 3 times per turn. Archetype ability used will have the cost reduced to 0 AP. All subsequent uses until the end of combat. Oh, primary objective. Assign objective also makes the target suffer 7% more damage from any source until the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Sounds good. All-encompassing agony, battle of attrition, bloody trail, death in the air. Does it hurt? All damage over time effects inflicted by executioner gain a 20% crit chance. This by all bonuses to critical hit chance. 20% is not bad. Oh, can't I get Aldari weaponry proficiency? Do I need Aldari or do I need Drukhari? What swords did I want to give her? Go to the weapons, go all the way down. This is actually not a bad fucking thing. Oh, they're considered power hammers, not chain. Yeah, what was the shit I wanted to give her? Drukhari, right? Because maybe I can give her, yeah, the Venom Blade, Scorpion Sting. Hekatari Blade. Holy shit, hold up, what the fuck is this? Why don't you have this? Where did I get this? Holy shit. That's insane. Anyway, I don't know where the fuck I got that from. Starblight? Is that better than... Oh, I don't have her in my party. Was it Drukhari weaponry I wanted or Aldari weaponry? I think it was Drukhari. Aldari. And I think it is the Drukhari. I have 2 of these. And they're both better than what I have currently. So I think I do Drukhari weaponry. If I can find that on the list here. Aldari. Bolter. Drukhari weapon proficiency. Complete. And then we're going to go back here. Oh, those were the Venom Blades that I wanted to use. But I think these 2 are better. And the Hex Rifle is better than the Needle Rifle. Yeah. So I think we do that, and then we do this. Oh, this is 2-handed. Shit. I thought it was 1-handed. Fuck me. Alright. Well, this is 1-handed, right? So do I have another... I guess I can give her the Venom Blade there. The Scorpion Sting. A little less damage, but should be good. And actually, let's go ahead and check. So let's go ahead and go with her.
I cannot serve you in this way.
Can only use with a sword equipped. I don't know. Okay. Anyway. Let's go ahead and finish up the level up here. Gruesome kill. I always think that's good for some reason. Play the bold. Play the bold additionally removes target's deflection. Piercing sight? No. Oh, I can get Drukhari equipment for her. I don't think I need it though. The Aldari shit's so good. It slaps so hard. That's what I should have done on Wilbur. Fuck me. I should have taken Laz expert or whatever it is. Finesse. This character uses a Drukhari or Aldari melee weapons. Crit damage dealt by this character's range weapon is increased by 7%, or 7. It's not bad. You can get a characteristic here, like the ballistics training. Could be good. Let's see, does she have the las weapon expert? You already have this. Okay. Solid projectile weapon expert. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and take this ballistic skill. And then Solomorn. Ammunition bags. Allies in 2-side radius around the Cybermassive have their reload cost reduced by 1 AP. That's cool. Attacks around the familiar have a critical hit chance reduced. Okay. The protected ally ignores attacks of opportunity. No. Each subsequent hit scored by the Cybermassive against an apprehended enemy deals more damage. Stacks. Okay. So that's not good because for some reason he has a +0 to strength. Which is crazy. Oh, that's cool. I'll take that. 10% more damage to people I... Right? That's cool. I'll take that. All right. Now we are looking for... Windows.
A new challenge
The
for me?
shadows reveal their secrets.
Windows. Why can't I get that? Why have I not gotten that? Internal report. I'm writing to inform you that 2 days ago, the discharge was interrupted by a raid launched by the Anvers gang. In the attack, 3 loader servitors were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container serial number blah, 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 was stolen along with its contents. Okay, didn't ask. Let's go and see here. So it seems like number 2 is missing. Anver. Hey, we hear you. On your tits. Okay, I guess the windows are on this side. Oh, I didn't even notice up here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Note from the cache by the dock windows. The answer is close, Seeker. Remember the word realizing. Remember the place? A tunnel in the shadow of the bridge. A bridge in the shadow of a great statue. There's a cache in the old tunnel in the shadow quarters. Okay.
I'll lay claim
Commerce,
to the
100%.
stars.
Excellent. More goods. Commerce.
Excellence matters.
More goods. I missed a lot. Oh, look at that. Side conductive frame for the Cyber Raven. More goods here. Holy shit, I did not explore this place. Leaflet. Now's the time, not theirs. Blah, 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 blah. Shut the
It's
fuck
about
up.
time.
Rank 5 factory. Wait your turn. Son of a bitch, I'm a rogue trader, motherfucker.
I
Hear
do
him,
what I
Laura?
must.
Okay. There's goods sitting right here. And what the fuck, dude? Oh my god, there's so much shit I missed here. Adeptus Arbates helmet. The wearer gains plus 15 coercion. If the wearer is an arbitrator, they gain 20 coercion instead.
I did fine.
Did you know? Grenadier's Cloak. Wearers and their allies are immune to damage from the wearer's grenades. And the Cyber Eagle. Okay. Okay, Shadow Quarters. Find that there. Whew. All right. I can't believe we're getting so much headway on this quest. I for sure thought I was going to be stumbling around forever. Which I might still be. I'll be real. Let's go. Okay. I have no fucking idea what the fuck I'm looking at here. Why is there loot I have not picked up? 95%. Uh-oh. Oh, those assessors, look, they cleared the way. We break through now? It's now or never. Oh, this is the... Oh, I won't die here like a rat. Go, shoot everyone and run. You run into. Okay, so they did clear out the infected thing.
Bow before me.
13 people? Yeah, I don't think these guys are gonna make it. I'll be dead ass. Cabela. Where do I want you? You can go over here with them. Okay. And then where is Cassio? You can be right up front here. Your Let's gonna put you right here. Solomon. Let's get you right behind her. Abelard next to the pupper. And then me, for some reason, can't get very far. Let's go ahead and start this battle and wipe their asses. Not like that. I mean, like, never mind.
Nothing I can't do.
Oh yeah, they're cooked. Look at that.
Witness the fury of House Orcelio.
Dude. 13 to 6. Down to 6. Insane. Let's go ahead and move here. So, do I have a shot on these guys? I do. I can go ahead and just shoot this guy here. Didn't even fucking do anything. Epic. Let's go ahead and give this to your lead.
Easy.
Go ahead and give this to
Already
Cabela. Go ahead and sneak right up in there. Thank you, thank you. Uh-huh. And then we'll give this to
Nothing I
Abelard just
can't
because. Your let's. Why do you have so much movement? My girl, goddamn, 17 is crazy. Oh, and her shot's only 1?
Stop
Why can't I
trying,
see anyone?
monkey.
We'll go right here.
I
Oh, shoot,
move
this guy.
as if unseen.
I don't think I'm gonna get the free shot now. Oh, I did.
I am not your... I hear you moving. No more. I understand your intent.
Damn, he survived.
If I must. I'm here.
Epic. Solomorn. Let's get you right here and then just take a shot here.
Waste of time.
No, I need... I have an arc rifle.
Mark the target. Executed.
That works. I can run and gun
Won't take
here.
long.
And then probably... Nah.
Let's get
Death is a blessing.
Nah. Let's go ahead and just give that to
only
her.
that
Okay,
were
let's go ahead and
possible.
go right here and then give that to her.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
I just want to see if I can use these. I can.
I will not die in dishonor.
And grab everybody here. I don't know how long those last. Okay, they seem to be gone now. Just a bunch of BS. Bunch of bullshit there. Honestly, not even worth looking at, but now we do have access
Done.
to all of this down here. Machine right sets. So a place that we have yet to
None shall stand in my way.
look at. Yeah, good boy. A toxic knife. Ooh, if only... That's Aldari equipment? Huh? That's weird. Medicate 100%.
Just as I was taught.
Logic. Activate the elevator.
Excellence matters.
Okay, now we have that option available to
Follow
us.
my lead.
Heck use there for
I
Wilbur.
did fine.
You sure did, buddy. Leaflet for the Anvers gang. Medicaid, goods.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
Let me see here. Okay, I'm starting to get a good picture of everything here. Goods, 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 goods. Leaflets, fine. Goods here. Teaching of the Path of the Saint Darus. Honestly, this is so long ago, I don't even want to bother reading this. Propagander.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Goods. Leaflets. Demolition.
check. Done.
Goods. No, from the cache in the old tunnel. Oh! This is the final stress seeker. Remember the place second. Remember the second word design. Remember the place cogitator. Statue of the founder small temple. Cogitator by the statue of Footfall's founder. Where the fuck? Who's their founder? Oh, some pyromaniac boots. Where cannot suffer from burning effects by walking over burning cells. The wearer inflicts 3 additional stacks of burning whenever they stand in a burning cell. That's cool. Okay. Anything else here? Looks like we got something up here. Hold up. I heard that. What happened? Okay. Maybe it didn't, I thought I heard something, didn't it? Yeah. Thought I heard a little pop for an awareness test being succeeded, but...
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Vagabonds. Vagadagabonds. Those goods right there. Another leaflet. Okay. Okay, so now... go ahead and go back here. Yeah, and that's where the elevator brings us up to. So... oh, okay. Dominable Rage. Yeah, we want that. Sure you wish to collect the remaining trophies and leave this location? Accept. Oh, at the atrium. Oh, is it this thing right here? Okay. Okay. All right. Click any key. Hurry the fuck up.
Victory awaits.
And then it's right here, isn't it? A cogitator. All right. Side of the cogitator would be enough to break any text priest's hearts. Oh, I already did this. So enter the 2 words realizing design. While you're pressing the keys, the cogitator appears dormant, but as you enter the last letter of the second word, it suddenly comes to life. Triumphant music pours out of it, following by a voice, a man's voice, pleasant with a somewhat dated pronunciation of Gothic. Greetings! Greetings to you, keen wanderer, who found my message and solved my riddle. I, Parsimius Duane, Master of Footfall, Trailblazer of the Expanse, am pleased to welcome visitors to my magnificent palace in the stars. Footfall is my great creation. It is what marked the beginning of the Imperium's triumphant march into the Cornelius Expanse. You are here because you managed to discover the message of the Almanac of Footfalls published on my orders to find the caches I have installed in select sites. You have seen the view from the dome of the Great Cathedral, the void-piercing arches of the Providence Bridge, the stars' cold gaze through the windows of the small quay, and thus, step by step, can one experience the scale and the elegance of my creation. You're fucking kidding me. That was it? Footfall sites are their own reward. However, I've prepared a gift for those who might unravel my riddle. Approach my statue for the gift awaits you there. Remember, nothing must stand between you and your design, no matter how audacious and grand it may be. The voice quiets. You hear a click from the statue of the Footfall's founder, as if some hidden locking mechanism has been released. Epic! Thank you! I was about to be so pissed. Okay, and we got Focus Incense. Each use of Revel and Slaughter increases the wearer's perception by 10 until the end of combat stacks. And the Cape of Righteous Fury. For every kill, the wearer increases their critical hit chance by 5% until the end of combat. That's crazy. On Cassia, that's crazy. What does she have? What does she even have on her? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. She doesn't even have a cape. Awesome. Epic. Wonderful. Love that for you. I'll put that tattered piece of shit on you, but hey, man. You're sick as fuck. You're sick as fuck, dog. I don't even have Rubble and Slaughter on her. You've got better boots. Toughness increased by 3, I guess. Doesn't matter. Hunt down the prey doesn't matter. Opportunity attacks don't matter. Yeah, I think that's fine. Whatever. All right, guys.
New challenge for me.
Let's do our due diligence of going to see Vladam. See if anything new pops up there. But other than that, it would be time to leave Footfall. Sup, bitch? Greetings, your lordship. Do you have business with me? Proctor? The liege's face takes a most dispassionate expression. I heard about Sargona's death and the successful reclamation of the tithe from Riken Minoris. Do you require more information on any violators of the Lex Imperialis? I assure you, Sargona was the only heinous criminal of this caliber on all of Footfall. I will be the judge of who is a criminal in the eyes of the Adeptus Arbates. As for my presence here, that's just to give you a reminder of the sound of the Lex Imperialis and the sight of Glado's teeth. Let's get down to business. I'm interested in your wares. Yay! Bladed boots. Whenever the wearer hits an opening with a charge, slash, or dance macabre abilities, they inflict bleeding 10 on the target. It's an opening. Interesting. And a telepath's staff. Telepathy. And in Mind Scrambler grenades. Ooh. Gives 1 stack of perplexed. Okay. Calibrated heavy stubber. That's crazy. Red crystal staff for a navigator. Devastating 12. First use of an attacking navigator power per turn does not set the power on cooldown, does not count towards the attack per limit. Ooh. The second use of this power, or the use of a different attacking navigator power on the same turn, deals an additional 12 damage to all targets and 12 direct damage to the navigator. Interesting. Very interesting. Bane of Sorrow is an Aldari weapon. It's actually better than the sniper rifle that we have. This rifle deals additional 33% damage to Drukhari enemies. Insane. All right.
Follow my lead.
And let's go ahead and go back to the ship. So we need to go to the Void Dock. Well, this was quite the fun episode. I do believe... God, did we go to the Imperium? We did try to go to the Imperium, right? That was the start of the episode? That feels so long ago. I'm so, like, drained from this. This is crazy. Let's go ahead and go to the shuttle. There it is. Okay. Holy crap. Okay, so trying to think of what we do next. We're obviously going to go look at the map real quick before we call it today. Let's go ahead and go to the map. Urabundus. We're going to go ahead and go to the Coronis Expanse. Pretty much done with Footfall now. We are going to go ahead and... Well, we might as well go to this planet first to explore the planet that we didn't explore for some reason. And then we're going to go ahead and go to this one here. And then we'll make our way back up here and see if we can find any of these magnetic storm spoils of prudence, and then hit up Janus on the way in order to get the seal. I think that's our prerogative here. Holy shit, I've been all the way over here? Oh, yeah, let's keep it gamma. Duh. Damn. Oh, this map is so cool. Look at all this territory that's not being used, and it scares me. The fact that we've been to half of the places in general, and we've only really stayed in this kind of section of the map, baffles me. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and go back to the Void Ship. We're going to go ahead and travel to just cleaning up some stuff on our way to Janus, I think is the goal for our next time here. But yeah, what a crazy episode. Trying to go home, getting absolutely fucked in the butt, and then dying. And then finishing up Footfall. Insane. Love that for us. And I'll see you in the next one.